Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Green brings it in. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
And some room to work. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready? There's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming for you. You mine. Check.
On second down, here's Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up third down and 9.
Ready. 15 on it. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Now, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
60 outlaw. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Shit. Look at me, zipper. Check 59, Mike is 59. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's coming again.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
60 or.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready up. 59's Mark. Check. 80 weapons. Come on.
the 24. Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, forget the field goal because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Ready, break.
Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Looking to throw, Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 48 for Mike.
They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now here's Young. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Check. Watch twist. Go.
The 2nd down throw for Young. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now. Mike 5'9", Nice, sweetheart. Jim. Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing. Young. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yes.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
4 down, check, 4 down. 57.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Right. I got you.
Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Jennings has it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play now. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Bravo.
Young. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Yeah. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Young to throw it. Launching one for Henderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Fielded at the 33. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young working out of the gun. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
10 logo. Hey, Alpha. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yo, go. 97's the mic. Watch the run. Hey, orbit. 97's get it.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Out of the gun, it's Young. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Takes 3. 218, chopper. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Switch. Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
First down, Young. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's taken in by Henderson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 59.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Check 43. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Squeeze, double.
Mike spot 9. Man out.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Well, Young loses the football. It's stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Tighten up.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Quinnen Williams, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lucky. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, they got him again.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And to give this time to the tailback. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
It's a pickup of 14, but it brings up 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Young. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
59,
Looking to throw, Young to the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Young throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They begin with a run by Miller. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down, Jets.
Watch the pass.
Young off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back to throw. Going to be driven down. Quinnen Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Finding Green complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Back to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Now a handoff working right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Exit. You're out.
Check, 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 check. Check three, check three, check three.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
On fourth down, Young. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check, 48's the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. C.J. Mosley able to record his 5th sack of the season. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. To get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And